Hunter. Hunter.
All right. Oh, I know I'm loud. Hello. All right. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's a late night. I know it's Sunday in America. I know some just told me they were from Turkey. Whoa. I don't know what that's about, but that's awesome. So let's just get straight into it because we got a lot to talk about today. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's me, your friend neighborhood Malcolm. And today we are going to be talking about Gabbie Hanna or Gabbie Kroner. I think that's her legal name now, Gabbie Kroner. I don't know. I really don't keep up with the girl that much anymore. Um, Long story short, y'all, we're going to talk about Gabbie Hanna's comeback video because she's been gone for a month. Yeah, she's been gone for a month. This is like her comeback video. I just want to talk about it a little bit. I also do have a lot of tabs open related to Gabbie Hanna. One being about the Kenza cosmetic scandal. I know if people that have been around for a while know about that, but we're gonna go over it one more time. Checking out on Gabbie Hanna's TikTok. So I do apologize in advance. And I do want to go through Gabbie Hanna's past a little bit with this creator, Cruel Happy Mind. Give her a follow if you do not mind. Yeah, Adam McIntyre does call her Gabbie Hanna Kroner Christ. Code Jesus. So yeah, give this creator a follow. This was actually recommended to me because I was looking up Gabbie Hanna's past, and this was like the first thing that popped up. Hello. Welcome in. So for those that do not know who I am, my name is Malcolm. I do commentary videos. At this point in time, I am sticking to only live streams. Reason being, I do not have the proper video editing software on this computer. This is a brand new PC setup that I've been using for gaming, which I will be doing gaming on my Twitch channel, which my Twitch and all my links are right next to my face. So just give me a follow on all those platforms if you do not mind. I did post the video earlier by accident from one of my gaming clips. I didn't mean to. It went public. I wasn't supposed to do that, and I unlisted it. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. First things first, rules of the stream. This is not to be mean, be vicious, dogpile, whatever you want to call it. That's not what this is here for. This is more so calling out hypocrisies and calling out public influencer. So please do not use this live stream as like ammo to dogpile on Gabbie Hanna. That's not what that's for. So I just want to put that out there. That's not what this is for, okay? Just judging by this comeback video though, barely, it doesn't even have 300 likes. Yeah, that doesn't look good. So I guess let's just hear what Gabbie has to say. She's been gone for a month at this point in time, so let's just hear what she has to say.
Hi. So I had another spiritual dream last night, and it made me feel so good, and I just wanted to share it. This one really stuck out to me, and the timing of it was very interesting. As somebody, what is happening? Can somebody explain the science of why this is happening? I'm just filming on my selfie screen on my iPhone. Are y'all seeing that? Anyways, okay, so last night my friend came over and we talked for like hours just about everything that's going on in our life. And at the end of it, she was like, okay, we got to pray together. And she scooted toward me, we just like held hands and we were just like praying, right? And then she had said to me a couple times throughout our like chat, I don't know, I feel like you should fast. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that. And I was like, I feel like you're supposed to tell me that too, because I keep trying to fast and then I keep giving up. The last time I was going to fast for Easter. So I was going to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then break my fast on Easter. And we ended up going to sushi on Saturday night and it was like amazing, but like I didn't fast, right? So my friend says to me, I just feel like I'm supposed to tell you that you should fast. And I was like, I think you're right. So I made the decision that I was going to fast, right? I go to bed. I have one of those dreams. If you know, you know. And I wake up and I right away say to God, that was a spiritual dream, wasn't it? Ear starts ringing. Okay, locked in. I said, Holy Spirit, help me to interpret this dream. This was the dream, and then this was the interpretation. By the way, all the other things going on in life and like the lessons, even the verse of the day right now on the Bible app are like aligning with this. So of course it like makes so much sense, right? I'm in a building, a very tall building with glass windows. The best thing that I can like liken it to is at the University of Pittsburgh, there's the towers, and that's where the freshmen stay. Like there's 3 freshman doors, tower A, B, and C. It's a really tall tower, and when you look down, there's like this concrete commons area, right? So I'm at the top of this tower, only it's like a full glass window, and I'm naked, and I'm like standing naked in this window, and I look down, and there's this cop car that's trying to come into the commons area. And there's this wave of water, which makes no sense, right? But it's a dream. And there's just this wave. And there's all these people in the commons area, and nobody's paying attention to anything that's going on. So I see this cop car is getting ready to rev into the commons area through the wave. And I'm watching, and I'm like, okay, obviously this car is not going to be able to drive through this water. So he's urgent, he's trying to get in, he drives into it, and of course he starts hydroplaning, and now he's just straight up floating, like he's revving the engine, the tires are spinning, nothing's happening, and then a huge wave comes and just like wipes him out. The car goes flying. I'm looking around, nobody's noticing, nobody's caring. So I throw on my robe, I'm running downstairs, and I'm looking around like, where's the car? Like, is this guy okay? And I hear this voice say, just come inside for 15 minutes, everything's gonna be okay. And I'm still looking around like, is anybody like seeing this? Does anybody care? And I turn around and I see this very, very large security guard. Like, I'm talking like 8, 9, 10 feet tall, but he just looks like a regular guy, and he's in security guard garb, and there's an open door right next to him, and he's just standing there super casually like this, like, and he's just like, just come in for 15 minutes, it's gonna be fine. And I didn't question him. I didn't think to question him. I just knew that what he was saying was true. Like, I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why 15 minutes. I don't know what's going to happen after that. I don't know why this person knows that. I just have this instinctual trust and faith in this person that it's just going to be 15 minutes and everything's going to be okay. And then I wake up. I say, I think this was a spiritual dream. My ear starts ringing. I say, Holy Spirit, help me decipher this. Help me interpret this. So me at the top of the tower, right? Feeling vulnerable, feeling exposed, looking down at all of this chaos that's happening. It feels like nobody cares and nobody's paying attention. And I see this cop car. The cop car representing the world depending on the world for help. Human beings depending solely on human beings for help. This system that we're all seeing is actually broken in the first place, trying to do something, desperately trying to get into whatever the danger was in the commons area, and everybody else is ignoring it. What stops him is this wave, and it makes me think of the passage in the Bible where they're on the boat and there's this huge storm and all the disciples are scared, but Jesus basically just tells the waves, like, stop, be calm, and they say, who is this that even the waves listen to him? So when I think about the waves, I think about the power of God, right? And the wave, this power that is so beyond nature, right? Like ocean, is just completely able to obliterate this human perception of what we think help is. And then I hear the voice before I see it, before I'm near the security guard, just come inside, 15 minutes, everything's going to be okay. Meaning I could hear it even though I couldn't see it. Meaning everybody was able to hear this voice. It wasn't just me, right? When I turn around and I see the security guard, I immediately am deciphering this as, well, that was God. That security guard, literally, the security is completely...
Did she say the security guard was God? What? um, well, what? I don't, I I feel like she just kind of looked up the closest thing to her dream and kind of said that was it, because that doesn't make sense to me, to be honest with you. Um, man, she was a really good storyteller. Hold on. I mean, I guess, but yeah, the security guard was God. Okay.
calm. He's not screaming, everybody get inside. He's not fear mongering. He's not trying to pressure anybody to listen to him. He's just standing by an open door, showing you the way and telling you, quick, like that 15 minutes, like that specific amount of time, 15 minutes, quick.
You mean like 15 minutes of fame? Sounds like you're describing 15 minutes of fame, girl. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It's going to be easy. And then also for me personally, on a personal level, I heard the 15 minutes and I registered as 15 minutes of fame, because something that has just been like an internal struggle for me for a long time is obviously the people who have like capitalized on slandering me and have actually made successful careers. It's hard to continue to like forgive and like let go of that. I hate to admit that, but it is the truth. It does affect me. Like whenever I'm starting to feel like bad about myself, if I'm having a self-esteem issue, or if I'm feeling just insecure, or if I see something hateful
Oh my
about
God, I was
myself, or
right. I just guessed. Like I know Peter Mon like made a video about this already, and I think he mentioned the 15-minute stream, so maybe that's where I'm getting it from. But even hearing her talking about it, it's like, girl, you're talking about 15 minutes of fame, to be honest with you. It's kind of okay, but I guess.
whatever it is, like it really does trigger all of this stuff. I hear that 15 minutes and I'm like, okay, wow, like it's almost over.
And you know what? I also used to be a Gabbie Hanna fan too. I actually did like her like skits and stuff. I thought she was kind of funny, but then she just kind of pivoted and it just kind of like turned me off. I was like, all right, this is a little much. And I was like, okay, this is not the content creator for me. I don't know if for you guys, but for me personally, I am quick with the block button. I don't care. Like once I'm like checked out, or like a creator makes a video that I just don't like, I'm out. I block them. I don't even like. I'm not even one of those people that's like, oh, I should give them a chance. I'm definitely not like that. Um, like I'm 32. I'm a grown man. Like at this point, if I don't like something, I don't like it, and I just kind of say no thanks, just move on about my day. Oh, we're gonna talk about Jesse. We're gonna talk about the Jesse Smile stuff because if you guys have been around, I did make a video the day after. I think it was on the 4th of July, the day Jesse Smiles posted her video, or like the day after, and I made my video, and people kind of follow me from that. Um, so if you're here from that video, hi, hope you're doing well. It's been a couple of years.
their 15 minutes are almost up. But then I pulled myself out of that thought right away, where I'm like, I'm applying this dream to just myself and just my own life. Because the truth is, I have no idea what God's plan is for that. I can have hope, I can have faith that these people will like get their comeuppance and that the darkness will be brought to light and that, you know, vengeance belongs to the Lord. But I don't know when that is. I don't know what capacity that is. Like, dude, I just saw, I think yesterday, that Perez Hilton came to Jesus. Like, he was considered the most
brother,
cool
not
man.
Perez Hilton. If you're gonna use Perez Hilton as like your stepping stone of like morals, I have to question you. I'm sorry. The Perez Hilton jump scare is crazy.
Internet, he completely like destroyed Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan and all these other women, and he's come to Jesus. He was in the hospital, he had a near-death experience, and he said that God revealed himself to him in a miraculous way with tears in.
How come, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong or not, how come is it when terrible influencers or whatever get in so much hot water, why do they always go to Jesus, right? Like Jaclyn Hill went the Jesus route when she got in hot water. Gabbie Hanna obviously got in hot water. She went the Jesus route. Man, there's so many influencers that kind of did the same thing. I don't think Shane Dawson did. I don't think he did. If he did, that wouldn't surprise me either. But it's just like, why are you finding Jesus after you get in trouble? You know? And I'm not even a super religious person myself. Hold on, y'all. I think somebody's car getting stolen in the neighborhood. Hold on. Hold on. I think somebody's stealing the car in my neighborhood. Hold on. Oh, the red table talk? Because Jesus forgives. Yeah. Oh no, they're not stealing my car. That's all I care about, okay? I'm literally right next to my window, so I can just look out the window. Yeah, why is it that always when you're in hot water, that's kind of like the thing, right? Like Gabbie Hanna is like turned to Jesus when she got in hot water. Also, if you haven't noticed the pattern of Gabbie Hanna, basically it's like this. She does something, tries to tell her truth, and then it doesn't go her way, and then she leaves the internet for a couple months, couple weeks, and then she comes back, and then she kind of like hopes you forget. That's kind of like been her pattern that I've noticed for a couple of years now. So it doesn't surprise me that with the whole podcast thing, like it doesn't surprise me with the whole podcast thing that when it didn't go her way, she just kind of quit because a lot of people were coming for her for like coming for Jesse Smiles and just basically a lot of Christian people actually for Gabbie Hanna too, saying like this is not the way we do things. Like you're not a real Christian if you're not forgiving somebody. Those are just kind of the comments that I saw.
His eyes, and now he's like professing the name of the Lord, right? Like it could be many, many years. I might be on this earth. It might be something that's visible to the outside world. It might not be, but I can trust and have faith that darkness will come to light and that whatever God wants to happen will happen, right? So I pulled myself immediately out of this thing of like, oh, God's telling me that 15 minutes of fame are almost up. I recentered myself on the gospel, which is the fact that this life is 15 minutes. This life is a flash, and after this is eternal protection. And if we listen, if we accept the invitation, come on in, it's all going to be over soon. This open door, he's not holding anybody out. His hands are folded in front of him like this. He's not keeping anybody out. Everybody who can hear his voice is welcome to come inside the door. Some people in the dream were walking through, but the majority of the people were ignoring the voice. They were ignoring the chaos. They were okay with the tragedy that just happened in front of them. Nobody is paying attention except what's going on in their immediate circle with themselves in their own life in that moment. Nobody cares. But if we can just focus on God, if we choose to trust, go through that door and follow the security guard and just believe, then we're all just going to be safe. We have to put our faith in God and God alone, even if we can't see it, even if we don't understand, even if we don't know what questions to ask, and even if we can't find the answers. The door is open. The invitation is there. The safety is there. And it's up to us to walk through. So I woke up and I was just feeling so much peace and rest. And it felt like an immediate reward for the decision to fast. Because it was literally like, I made this decision. I'd been through this like just spiritual dry spell. And like, if you're a Christian, you understand, or if you're in any faith, you understand, like sometimes you feel like you are like this with God. You feel like you're so locked in, you're hopeful, you're faithful, you feel that like you see this bright future. And then sometimes you start to feel a little bit lost. Like I don't know what's going to happen. Like maybe the things I thought were possible aren't possible. Maybe that's not God's plan for me, whatever. And it can lead to a dark place where you're feeling offended, focusing on the past, like
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, Gabby, this is so boring, by the way. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I know this is boring, but I just kind of wanted to hear what she had to say. This is just a lot of nothing, to be honest with you. Uh, because she doesn't practice what she preaches to me, in my opinion. So it's like, yeah, you're preaching the word of the Lord and stuff, but it's like you don't follow his teachings. Like, to this day, like, you still think Jesse Snell, you call her your abuser. You call like the drama channels and everybody that called you out like your abuser. So it's just kind of like you kind of pick and choose what you want to follow. Oh my god, no, she is not live. Oh god, we would never watch a Gabbie Hanna live. Are you kidding me? Ew, no. Oh god, no. Yeah, I can't watch the rest of it. This is so boring now. But I just kind of wanted to see what she had to say. And the little caption right here is so like tongue in cheek. Let me scroll up so you guys can see it. Hey guys, so I was totally wrong when I was all like new video every week. I'll be in touch again soon though. Love you. That's her way of saying like it didn't go my way, so I'm gonna go away for a while. Let's just kind of read the comments because I did see some comments and they were not friendly. See if I can get this. So let's read kind of the couple comments. You do realize your dreams are also your subconscious. This dream also presents you losing your grip and not having control around you. Yeah. This could have been a journal entry. I agree. Like, I feel like she just posted a video just to post one, to be honest with you. Um, I'm convinced Gabby will talk about her cancellations talk about her cancellations the next time. Oh, all right. Okay, that's kind of mean. um, yeah, I'm just like, all right, all right, come on now. Um, yeah, let's not attack our looks, guys. Come on. I mean, well, yeah, I remember when Gabby Hanna said she was yeah, even our new Christian audience isn't messing with this. Yeah, I remember when Gabby Hanna went on a rant and said she was a colored woman, and I was like, whoa, okay. I think because she's part Middle Eastern, so I think she means that I think Gabby Hanna gets race and ethnicity confused a lot. Um, because that makes zero sense, right? Um, what other comments do we have? Uh, this is like a Gabby Hanna fan talking right here. Gabby, you look happy and healthy. Please do not bring anyone from your past into any of your videos, especially if you want to start a family. Oh, she wants to start a family. I didn't know that. Let the past be the past. I'll focus on vengeance, whether or not it's from you or God. Focus on Gabby. Take the message of it's just a flash to help you forgive the people who wrong you. Um, don't use your flash of time hoping people will feel the wrath of God. Okay. Okay. Gabby, you want God to serve vengeance? You want vengeance. That's the furthest thing from Jesus like that you can have in your heart. Yeah, I agree. Because I have a big issue with people using religion as a weapon, right? Um, that's kind of like the biggest pet peeve that I have personally. Anybody that uses religion as a weapon, I don't want to have a conversation with you because you're using blah, religion for the wrong reasons. Um, I'm not a super religious person myself, but it does get to a point. It does get to a point where it's like, all right, come on now, like, what are we doing? You know? Um, oh wow, I remember this too. As a pregnant mother right now, I hope you get the same grace you gave Jessie when she was pregnant with her rainbow baby when you finally have yours. Well, um, yeah, I remember that too. Yeah, because man, Jessie smiles, man. She's been through it. I feel for her. Hope she's doing well. Uh, no, but I remember when she was talking about how she was colored. She tried to call herself a black woman, and that's when I was like, I had to side eye that a little bit. I was like, that's not how that works. Um, Also, people of color are not just black people, so I don't know what she was doing at that point in time. And my culture is also, mm, yeah, but like if Gabby Hanna were to get pulled over by a cop, she would be white passing, right? So yeah, if I remember correctly, I mean all the TikToks are gone, but if I remember correctly, she definitely like tried to call herself a black woman, and I was like, you're not black, you're white. Like, let's calm down. Yeah, that was during the time when she let that guy into her house that like lied to her and stuff, and then she yelled at the guy. It was like that random Gabbie Hanna fan that was trying to help her, and yeah, it was during those rants. That was a long time ago. Like those TikToks are long gone, unless somebody can find them. I, but yeah, I specifically remember that part and it pissed me off a lot, to be honest with you. Um, oh my god, not take your meds, please. Did she mention Trisha in the video? I don't think I got that far, but I'm not gonna give her more attention to this video. So let's I want to kind of check on Gabby's TikTok, because I do have it pulled up. Now I did reload it to see if she posted anything new, but it looks like the last video was like the super viral video, 18 million views right here, where it's the people love that I hate myself audio. And I kind of want to read the comments. I don't know if TikTok will let me. I'm not signed in, but I can.
That I hate myself, people love that I hate myself, people love that I hate that I hate myself, that I hate myself, people love that I hate myself, people love that I hate myself, people love that I hate myself. I climbed out of my head and watched myself implode. A thought without a body ought to be the shot to take a load off. My brain is poison and I'm searching for the antidote, but every time I find it, my defense is scream, oh no you don't. Whoa. That I hate myself, people.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I could not. I'm sorry. I don't know why that made me laugh. It's like an uncomfortable laugh. Also, I am very loud and I can see that. Turn myself down a little bit. Uh, I just got to read the comments, bro. So we have, here she goes again. That's funny. Nurse, she's awake. Literally her. Girl, we are. Oh my god, that screenshot is crazy.
That I hate myself, people love that I hate myself. That I hate myself, people love that I hate myself. People love that I hate myself. People love that I hate myself.
This is my recession indicator. Girl.
I climbed out of my head and watched myself implode. A thought without a body ought to be the shot to take a load off. My brain is poison and I'm searching for the antidote, but every time I.
Girl, not the Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson jump scare. This audio will never stop. Yeah, this audio will never stop being funny to me, to be honest. Oh, this is literally Gabbie Hanna. Yeah. The concept of Gabbie Hanna getting better just to get worse. Well, I think, did she say anything? No, they're like, go.
That I hate myself, people love that I hate myself, people love that I hate myself, people love that I hate myself.
this is the trend where you take a picture and it gives you an audio. I highly doubt that it gave Gabbie Hanna that audio. I think it gave her something else and she just made it up.
This pastor called me crazy to my face because
Oh, I never talked about this. Yeah, Gabbie Hanna made a whole rant about how she was kicked out of a cult. Girl, I don't think that was a cult. I think that was just a legitimate church trying to help you and you didn't like it. I'm just being so serious. Let's just kind of hear this. This is a 4-minute video. We might as well just hear it out.
this pastor called me crazy to my face because I told him that I had a dream from God where he told me that Jesus is the truth and I needed to like repent. I am definitely going to be telling the story in full with my husband because he was there. We have the emails, we have the conversation in person recorded, and it's really important because church hurt is real, and a pastor who does not believe in the Holy Spirit and is not willing to hear your testimony is why people leave the church. Before I even get
A pastor who admittedly does not himself hear from God, somehow being the leader of a church is why people leave church. Godless teaching, pride, and hateful behavior is why people leave the church. Gabbie, you're hateful. What are you talking about? You're hateful. What are we talking about here? That's crazy to me.
started on the story, let's just imagine this, right? If I was actually crazy, let's say this pastor actually believes that I'm having psychosis because God told me.
I think you are. I don't try to diagnose people, but I think Gabbie Hanna has some sort of religious psychosis that's like that needs to be treated because she scares her fans, right? She scares her own fans, not just people that like kind of watch her here and there. I'm talking about like her deep core fans, and I've seen the comments where they were just like, Gabbie, I'm concerned for you, you know? And mind you, this was just a month ago, because this is on March 2nd. March 2nd. So this was about a month and a half ago. Yeah, he called her crazy. That's funny. The first time in history, everyone's going to be on the church's side. Oh my God. That poor pastor trying to help. Okay.
In a dream to repent and follow Jesus. If this pastor actually believes I'm crazy, why would he make us leave the church? Just jumping in to say that Jesus left the
Because you probably scared him, girl. You probably scared that man, scared the pastor so bad he was like, I'm out. No, thank you. And just moved on, right? he definitely, and I did hear about this a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it sounds like Gabbie Hanna was just terrifying.
99 to go after the one. Hardcore cult vibes. Literally said you can't tell anybody inside or outside the church what I told you, or else you guys are going to be on disciplinary action or excommunicated from the church. Actually, that's not what he said. What he said was you can't tell anyone inside or outside the church what I told him, meaning you can't tell anybody in your life ever again that you had a spiritual encounter or a spiritual dream, or else you will get kicked out of the church or you'll be put on disciplinary action. That was the level of control that he was trying to enforce over my testimony. He doesn't believe in the spiritual gifts at all. So basically, they'll say that they believe that the Holy Spirit is an active and present part of our life, but it's very limited. The Holy Spirit, in their view, is only allowed to communicate to you through the Bible or through another believer.
Whoa. My bad, y'all. My bad. My internet went out for a second. We're back. I apologize. Yeah, my internet kind of crashes here and there. I apologize.
This pastor called me crazy to my face because I told him that.
Ew. Is this a sign from God for me to stop watching? Could you imagine?
This pastor called me crazy to my face because I told him that I had a dream from God where he told me that Jesus is the truth and I needed to like repent. I am definitely going to be telling the story in full with my husband because he was there.
Oh, well, let me skip ahead anymore. Oh, there it is.
You can't tell anyone inside or outside the church over my testimony. He doesn't believe in the spiritual gifts at all. So basically, They'll say that they believe that the Holy Spirit is an active and present part of our life, but it's very limited. The Holy Spirit, in their view, is only allowed to communicate to you through the Bible or through another believer who's giving you a Bible verse. But any other spiritual communication, if you have a dream, if you have a vision, which by the way are well documented in the Bible, we are told in the New Testament to pray for these gifts specifically. So as a spiritual person who's never been afraid to share their spiritual experience, the last thing I would have expected from a pastor who preaches the power of the working Holy Spirit in our lives to not believe in divine communication. Because at the end of the day, and this is what my current pastor says, check the fruits. The fruits are good. You sold your house in LA because it was a ridiculously wasteful lifestyle.
No, you sold your house in LA because you weren't making any money anymore and you needed to leave.
Anyone inside or outside the church what I told him.
Like, oh, you don't hear sound? Hold on.
Meaning you can't tell anybody in your life ever again that you had a spiritual encounter or a spiritual dream, or else you will get kicked out of the church or you will be put on disciplinary action. That was the level of control that he was trying to enforce.
Are we back, y'all? Are we back? Somebody said they don't hear sound. Are we back? We should be back. Because I can see the feed. I can see my feed where I have audio. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Over my testimony. He doesn't believe in the spiritual gifts at all. So basically, and to tell you that you're crazy for this dream or that this dream doesn't exist. It's just a fringe belief amongst specific Christians that the Holy Spirit and the spiritual gifts that we are told to pray for in the New Testament no longer exist. They say they died.
I'm gonna be so for real. If a pastor is telling you like, hey, you're kind of crazy, I would listen to a pastor. Like, I know, again, we just talked about religion being a weapon. If a pastor is legitimately telling you like, hey, you're being kind of crazy, I would listen. Just being honest with you, I would listen to the pastor. Just being 1000% honest with you. Also, it's funny, but I don't know what's up with her haircut. Maybe she's trying a new thing. She does better with curls. What's this one?
You know what trend I hate, and I cannot wait for it to be over? Whenever you take a celebrity modern day after they lost weight, got work done, changed their style, changed their hair color, aged, and then you compare them to a video or a picture from like 2016. I miss the old Ari. I miss the old Selena. I miss the old da-da-da. She was 10 years younger, 15 years younger. She's not the same woman. She's not the woman that you're comparing who was dating Justin Bieber and she looks so hot in this music video, okay? She's a brand new woman and she got work done. He got work done. Jim Carrey.
Stop. Imagine Gabbie Hanna's in my backyard. Or in my front yard. Imagine.
Got work done, okay? They're not clones. Ariana looks different now. She changed her style. She likes it better. I'm not going to comment on her body weight because it doesn't matter. But if the girl wants to have light eyebrows, let her have light eyebrows. Let homegirl take out her extensions and wear her hair however she wants. Like, let her be okay with like a more natural skin tone. Because back then,
this is a sign that I need to just stop. I need to just stop looking at Gabbie Hanna's TikTok. I'll just stop, click away. So this is what I kind of want to go back to an old video for reasons being like this whole purpose of the live stream is just kind of see if Gabbie Hanna will ever change. And I kind of want to go back to the Kenza Cosmetics video. If you guys do not remember, a quick refresher, basically, and I do remember Tana Mojo was another influencer, but she didn't get a lot of flack like Gabbie did. And I will say for this situation, I understand Gabbie Hanna being upset with the reaction because it isn't fair that she got called out, but like Tana didn't, because the excuse for Tana Mojo was it's Tana Mojo, which for me personally, I don't think that's a good excuse for any influencer. If you're going to excuse behavior away because they're always problematic, that doesn't help the conversation. So I just kind of want to, let's go down memory lane, y'all. Let's see. Oh my God, not the Kevin Clue. I know that's right.
right, let's talk about Kenza Cosmetics. For $10 shipping, it's $1 a brush. So when I got the samples, I liked them, they're soft. I said this is something that I wouldn't mind showing my followers. Mostly confusing is people were calling it a scam days.
Oh, I remember this video. The whole premise of this video, if I remember correctly, is she was using a lot of sponsored products in this entire video, because it was a longer video than 3 minutes. And basically she was using all the stuff that she promoted in any type of way in this video. So that's kind of why the makeup looks kind of like wacky, because she was using like, oh yeah, yeah, this was a wacky video. I personally, if I was this level of an influencer, I would have never made this video, to be honest with you, because oh my god. So the reason why I can't use Ethernet cable is because I am on the second floor of my parents' house, and the Wi-Fi router is all the way in the basement. So you're looking at 2 floors of Wi-Fi interference. So I've just been kind of dealing with it since I've been back home. So that's kind of like why the internet's not that good. That's also why I kind of like am iffy about live streaming, because I'm not sure how stable it can be. But this PC is way better than my laptop, because my laptop just could not handle live streaming. So that's kind of like why I'm here now. Also, I don't have my, like I said, I don't have my video editing software on this computer yet. I have to rebuy it, and it's like 80 something bucks, and I'm just like not down to pay for that yet. So I've just kind of just been wanting to live stream here and there. So yeah, that's just kind of like where it is. I wish I could just throw a cable all the way down to the basement. I'm not going to do that. That's a really long cord. That's a really expensive cord. At that point, it's just kind of like a waste of money. Yeah. Also, I'm afraid my cats are gonna trip over it or bite it. Look at this. Look at this boy. Look at my boy. Look at my cat. Look at him. He came in here to mess with me. Now he mad that I'm petting him. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah. So I've just been kind of dealing with my Wi-Fi not being that strong up here. When I do move again, hopefully in the next couple months, hopefully, I can plug in. But as for now, this is just what I gotta deal with.
After they ordered, and the website was pretty clear about, you know, the shipping times are long. I believe it said between 10 and 21 business days, and then at one point it said that you wouldn't be getting your brushes till after Christmas, since, you know, they're free brushes and you're ordering free brushes, so there's going to be a high order volume. So I was very confused why everybody was making such a big deal about not getting their brushes yet, when the website was pretty clear about not getting your brushes for a while. So I emailed Kenza Cosmetics literally immediately, and I sent them the screenshots of the followers that I was talking to, and I said, are you aware of this? And they said, we don't know why people are saying that. We were very clear on the website about it being a long delivery time. And then I pushed further. I've been in conversation with them for a couple weeks now. Ever since this all started happening, I've kind of been on their ass saying what's going on. And then all these videos start popping up about me not caring about my fans and just trying to make a quick buck, and never having even held the brushes before. I am not hating this makeup look, actually. And now I've talked to several people who have all said that they got their brushes. And I guess my question is, where is all that energy that everybody had whenever people were accusing people of scamming their audience? But then people started getting their brushes and nobody was publicly saying that they were getting their brushes. So now that we've established that it's not a scam.
It was a scam. You know what's crazy? Can I make a declaration? Can I make a declaration, chat? Was this like the beginning of the end of beauty influencers? Like the concept of it? Because if you remember, like now, like people are used to the beauty influencers being really scammy and like not honest with their audience. But like, was the Kenza Cosmetics thing like the very first thing that threw people off and like opened the curtain of like the BS that is influencer marketing. Look, like I'm really thinking about it now. I don't remember another time besides I think Jaclyn Hill. I don't know if the Jaclyn Hill thing happened before this or after this with the lipsticks, but what this feels like the very first thing that people figured out that influencers were just trying to make a buck off of you through sponsorships and just like lying about the product. So I guess my question to y'all is, was this like the beginning of the end of beauty influencers as a whole? Because I'm really thinking about it. I can't remember another instance that was this big and like this problematic. Also, Peter Mon talks about this all the time. Gabbie Hanna reached out to Peter Mon about this situation, right? So I'm really trying to think, was this like the first instance of like beauty influencers getting called out for lying? Or like YouTubers or influencers in general just getting called out for lying? Because I think this was one of the first big ones. You know what I'm saying? Just something I was thinking about.
Because it's not, the website offers a product, you pay for the product, and then you get the product. That is not a scam. We can talk about the quality of the brushes, which I've already covered. I think that they're worth about $1 a brush, and that's why I felt.
Okay, that was another thing. But it was advertised as $80 value brushes. So if you're trying to say, well, it's $1 a brush, that's not what was advertised. So that's still a lie. You know what I'm saying? This video just did not age well at all, to be honest.
Okay, advertising that to my followers.
To be honest, Tana and Gabbie and all the non-beauty influencers that did this probably didn't have that much effect. I think it's much more Jeffree Star and Morphe. Yeah. Also, the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star collab was a big one that a lot of people I think were privy to influencers just lying to you or advertising in your face and you're not even knowing it. Because that Shane Dawson Jeffree Star palette was definitely a cash grab. For those that don't know, I did react to that series when I was a Shane Dawson fan, and I like looking back at how I looked at that series now, I kind of regret reacting to it because I'm like, and I talk about this all the time, I'm like in the end of one of Shane Dawson's videos as like a reactor for the green shade. Yeah, I was like one of the Actually, can I look this up? Let's see. Also, hey, Persona. Click. I can't remember which video. Was it this one? Was it this one?
So
let's see. No, it was this one. It's whatever which one was the let's see.
hey everyone.
Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I think it was this one.
So
Hold on. I'm not trying to watch this video more than I have to. Just to kind of show, like, I was definitely there and understood what was going on, kind of. There it is.
Cause that green,
Whoa!
that had no name onto it.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
that is sick.
What did you take out?
I took
Oh, you
out
took prime
Prime
account.
account.
Okay.
I mean, all the shades are pretty, but something that I really had my eye on was that green. The way that it swatched.
Wow. Yeah. So I definitely know what I'm talking about when I'm like, I was influenced, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm not ignorant to the fact that I also was kind of like enthralled in that kind of world. You know what I'm saying? Even though as someone that doesn't wear makeup, I kind of like, if anything, I would get it from my girlfriend. Like I was definitely in this world, you know what I'm saying? So like, also, can we just talk about?
Had my eye on with that green. The way that it swatched.
Oh my god, my old bed. Wow. I looked so much fatter back in the day. Holy wow. So yeah, that was just kind of showing that like I understand, like as I got older, I understand like all the influencer marketing stuff, like because it got me. So I'm not gonna hide from that. You know what I'm saying?
Because unlike these and so many others, like these are plastic, hard, shitty brushes. These are actually very soft, movable, fluffy brushes that, in my opinion, blend very well. Now, are they these amazing, high quality, can't even believe it, great brushes? No. I also never said they were.
But it was advertised for $80, and that was kind of like everybody's gripe with you with this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy? She never really like took accountability for this situation, and I think this was kind of like the beginning of the end for Gabbie. Because if you really think about it, people really didn't look at Gabbie the same after this, you know? Whether that's fair or not, that's up to debate. But in my personal opinion, this is what kind of started the beginning of the end of just Gabbie Hanna's like credibility. Like I said, it's up to interpretation whether that was fair or not. In my opinion, it really doesn't matter at this point because, you know, as you see with influencers now, some of them just do not care. So that was just kind of. Can we just get to my favorite line? Because this line always says me.
I said they was free brushes, and all you had to pay for was shipping. So I'm not sure what quality people were expecting when they paid $10 for 10 brushes, and I'm genuinely sorry if anybody got their product and was disappointed in the product. But I would also add, manage your expectations a little bit. Because if you want really high quality...
Child, when I tell you that was the worst thing Gabbie Hanna could have ever said out of her mouth at that time. Manage your expectations. That was a meme. Let me tell y'all how deep this ran. It became a meme to people that didn't even know who Gabbie Hanna was, right? Like, hold on. Oh my God. The manage your expectations line will forever live in infamy as one of the worst things an influencer could say to their audience. Like, it's one thing when Michaela Neguera says, like, yeah, you guys on, I know what you all been here for, or waiting for, whatever she said. And then she was trolling about the eyeliner thing. I think manage your expectations was even worse than that, to be honest with you. Just because solely on the fact of how she said it and like how snarky she was with it. And I think this really opened up a lot of people's eyes to just the real personality of YouTubers versus the fake one. Because I don't think a lot of people saw Gabbie Hanna the same after that. Like, yeah, they gave her a chance still, but Toxic Gossip Train, oh my God. Should we watch that video again? Because I'm not gonna lie, I have never watched the full video of the ukulele video. I've only seen like clips of it here and there. I just couldn't watch it, you know what I'm saying? We might watch it a little bit later. It depends. It's a really late night. I know you guys are probably like listening to me as you guys are in bed or whatever, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about this again because I really do think this is prevalent to Gabbie Hanna's story overall. Because if you really think about it, a lot of people didn't see her the same after this, to be honest with you. Oh, my cat's up. Hold on. Look at that guy. Look at him. That's my boy. That's Silver. That's my boy. All right. And I'm not gonna watch this whole. I'm not gonna watch the whole 42 minutes, but I just kind of wanted to read the comments under Gabbie Hanna's latest podcast video. But apparently she's not doing the podcast anymore anyway. So I just kind of want to like
Doesn't believe in the spiritual or the supernatural.
From my understanding, she only talked about the commentary channels near the end. So we're just gonna kind of talk about that.
We're doing that. Let me just do something real quick.
Also, what does her husband do? Because from what I've seen with Gabbie Hanna's husband, it seems like he wants to be famous. You know what I'm saying? It seems like Gabbie Hanna's husband just wants to be famous off of Gabbie Hanna's name. And I don't know how Gabbie Hanna doesn't see that, but that's on her. And that's on her to figure it out. But that's just my personal opinion.
Confidence that God directly appeared and spoke to me in this dream. So have you ever been on one of those rides that's using centrifugal force that's like spinning you? Where you're just like I cannot move from this place. I am sucked. And my physical body in my real body is feeling this sensation. Because in dreams, you don't really feel pain. In dreams, you don't feel sensation. My physical body is feeling the sensation of being thrown back. And I start speaking in tongues in my dream. I've never spoken in tongues in person. I've never witnessed somebody speaking in tongues.
How do you know if you were speaking in tongues then? If you've never done it before, you're probably just speaking gibberish. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I mean. Like, she interprets things so heavily. In case you guys are wondering what I'm looking at, my screen's really big, so I'm looking at the right side. You guys are on the left. So if you're wondering, I'm not looking away from you guys, I promise. I'm looking at the video to my right. So I know people are probably annoyed by that. I do apologize. I didn't know the best way to set up my camera where you can see me. Press exit out.
I believe in it because the Bible tells me it's real. In fact, what the Bible says about tongues and prophecy, again, prophecy is not predicting the future. Prophecy.
Also, why does this look like ChatGPT? You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that I see Gabbie Hanna like pull up, it looks like a ChatGPT response. I don't use AI. I don't use AI to do anything. I try to avoid AI at all costs. So I really can't tell. But this just looks like a really long AI response. So I just kind of want to read the comments on this anyway. I'm Catholic and Jesus Jesus has never spoken to me. And God has never you need serious mental health. I'm tired of this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean by religious people calling Gabbie Hanna out. It's one of these people right here. You need serious mental help. I'm tired of insane people like you using religious and Christ to go into deep mania. It's disrespectful and it makes religious people look like lunatics. You're awful. You need medication. Yeah, so she uses ChatGPT. Okay. Yeah, I don't use ChatGPT. I don't like using AI, period. I think the way it harms the environment is just really terrible. I mean, I'm not like a super nature person or whatever, but I do know AI is definitely a detriment to the environment, especially because it's like everybody's using it. So I try not to use it. Even YouTube tries to force me to use it. I'm not a big fan. No, thank you. Like I can do research the right way. Like I don't need. Yeah, I don't mind religious people. It's just like when you use it as a weapon, I just can't respect you. Oh, this was actually a fan. Here we go. I cannot begin to imagine the embarrassment of having been a fan /stan/support of yours. You got kicked out of church, which you did. That means even God himself is sick of you. When everything leaves you again, stay away from the occult. The devil doesn't want you either. He can do. Oh wow, Wow. Okay. She's using AI to confirm. She's using AI. Yeah. Girl, you're manic. Get help ASAP. I love your testimony. This is like a bot. That I mean, you got some people giving her praise. It's just so unfortunate that Gabbie sees her own views as meaningful. Do you know how crazy it'd be kicked out of her church? Imagine. Why is he even there? Yeah. Why is the husband there? Because it just sounds like he just wants to ride the coattails of her like fame or wherever she has left of it, to be honest. Uh, this seems. Hi, Gabbie. Just wanted to I watched Adam and Evangeline. Oh, Evangelina Scoff. Yeah, I watch her too. And I never really watched you, but the last few episodes, mostly Evangeline's. I am bored of everyone dogpiling you. Nobody's dogpiling Gabbie. If anything, Gabbie's trying to get people to dogpile on Jesse Smiles. So let's talk about that for real. And everyone discussing your religious point of view. I'm kind of sick of it, and I enjoy hearing you. Not sure how you can dissect someone else's point of view. She did it to Jesse. What? Gabbie Hanna's whole like big criticism was she came up to Jesse Smiles and like tore her down and like talked about her situation when it wasn't her story to tell. Like, what are we doing here? Come on, yo, come on. You're not a fan. Stop it. Oh wow, this is an edit. So this is a real person. Holy. So there are some people that are on Gabbie's side. Jesus can't Jesus can't help you, girl. This channel is dead and honestly deserves to be. Yeah. 0.025 0.025% subscriber engagement. I mean, yeah, the numbers don't lie. This this poor dude is so terrified of her. I guess you talking about her husband. I mean, he doesn't seem like he's scared. I think he's enjoying this, to be honest with you, and he enables it. Like, let's not let the husband get a pass here. He enables Gabbie Hanna crazily, so let's not give him a pass. Like, let's not do that. Come on now. This one looks pretty good. I'm so confused by this world cycle. You seem to be on for nearly a decade at this point, because it's been over 5 years now. You go so hard, serve all its controversy, bring up anyone and everyone you feel has wronged you, only to play the victim, plus the where is it? I lost it. Plus the I'm actually so happy and healed. I just need to get my story out, only to then completely disappear and abandon any project you seemingly had lined up. This time claiming someone would take over your social media and post for you so you can just create and have peace. What happened to this podcast and all episodes you recorded, your testimony and music? It's been a month. Oh, this is when she disappeared. Gotcha. Oh, Jen Dem made a video? I didn't know that. 6 months. Honestly, I'm not gonna comment on Gabbie Hanna's relationship because I am in no place to talk. Like, nobody is in a perfect relationship at all. So I'm not gonna comment on a relationship because like it'd be wrong of me to. But I do feel, like I said, I feel like the boyfriend sorry, the husband is just using her. Um, because he just enables it. And I'm kind of worried that like once the views die down, is he just gonna leave? Because that's the vibe I'm kind of getting. You know what I'm saying? That's not really a prediction. It's just kind of like a gut feeling. I feel like once the husband kind of realizes like he's not gonna get the fast track to fame, he's out. That's just how I feel. That's again, I can't base that on anything. It's just a gut feeling. So please don't take that as me making a statement on that. just kind of like my thought on that. Funny how the testimony came to a screeching halt once the oh let's pull up. Hold on. Adam McIntyre actually did a video about this. So let's go to also I watched the weirdest things. Danganronpa, it's Victorious, but it's a Danganronpa trial. If you guys want to stick to the end, I can play that video for you guys. It's pretty funny because I like Danganronpa, one of my favorite video games. So let's add on. Also, subscribe to Adam McIntyre if you guys haven't. Cool dude. Where is it? Because I swear he did a video about. Oh, there it is.
All right, everyone, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Kroner files.
Yeah, so apparently Gabbie Hanna has a Patreon where I've seen this video, but like I need to remind myself what was said in it. I actually do have a story to tell, and I don't think anybody's ever talked about this with Gabbie Hanna. So this is an exclusive. It's Micronation. Let's talk. I do want to talk about this because this happened a couple years ago when I was knee deep in the Gabbie Hanna stuff, and I just want to preface this by saying I can't prove anything. I can only talk about what was provided to me privately. So let's just talk about it. So if you want to clip this for later, talk about it later, that's fine. A couple years ago when Gabbie Hanna and her fans were kind of like rampaging all over the place and harassing anybody that even said anything negative about Gabbie Hanna, there was one ex-Gabbie Hanna fan that reached out to me privately, and I'm not going to pull up my Twitter DMs because one, I don't have my Twitter logged in on this computer because I think Twitter is very hackable now and I don't want my computer to be tainted, so I just have it on my phone. But the premise of the messages were this ex-Gabbie Hanna fan pressed charges against another Gabbie Hanna stan that was harassing her on behalf of Gabbie Hanna. Now, take that with a grain of salt. Again, I can't prove that Gabbie Hanna did do this, but like a lot of things that this person told me kind of made sense. And when I saw about the Patreon messages, it kind of put everything together that it may have been more true than I thought. So basically, long story short, this ex-fan reached out to me and said, basically, Gabbie Hanna had a group chat. I'm not talking about Patreon. This is a couple years ago, where basically Gabbie Hanna was like the spearhead of it, and basically anybody that tweeted about Gabbie Hanna, period, either Gabbie Hanna would send it into the group chat, and I'm fading out. Sorry. Gabbie Hanna was like in this group chat, and basically like she would look for tweets about herself and then screenshot it and then send it to the group chat. And then her fans, her super, super dedicated fans, would then harass you based on what you said. Because I remember like there were times where I had viral tweets about Gabbie Hanna, and the first people that like were under my post were her fans, right? So it wouldn't surprise me that Gabbie Hanna had this thing where it was kind of like a hit list kind of thing where she would just kind of post a screenshot of somebody's account, or a fan would post it in the account, and then Gabbie Hanna would encourage people to harass them. Again, I can't prove that it's real, but I do know one Gabbie Hanna fan did get like criminal charges pressed against them because they went so hard. Didn't she just the hell? I'm not sure about Hello Leash. I'm not sure. Who's got crazy? Gabbie Hanna. So again, it's been a long time, and I wish I could find the messages just so I could remind myself what the person said. But basically, the person told me that Gabbie Hanna had this group chat, I think with like people's numbers, like she got numbers of fans, And she put them all in like an iPhone group chat or something like that, or was it maybe it was a Twitter group chat? And basically, Gabbie Hanna or fans would post screenshots of people's accounts in that group chat, and then people would harass that person, whether it was an influencer, a regular person, what have you, right? So I don't think other influencers have ever talked about that, but that is just my kind of experience with the Gabbie Hanna fandom. Because they were really nasty to me, but I'm not scared of stans. If you wanna harass me, if you wanna dox me, pull up. I'm just pull up. I don't care. Like, you will not scare me at all. I'm not scared of what? I'm not scared of like a super stan. Like, come on now. Again, I could be misremembering, but I do remember that Gabbie Hanna fan did get charges pressed against them by an X fan, because that X fan pressed charges of internet harassment, I believe. And if that person is subscribed to me or is watching this live stream, I highly doubt it. It's been a couple years. Please reach out to me so we can clarify that. But to my knowledge, that was a thing that was allegedly happening, where Gabbie Hanna was spearheading like witch hunts. So when I heard about the Patreon thing, it didn't surprise me. I just kind of said, that kind of checks out, right? So I do kind of want to get into it. I don't want to take credit for Adam's whole video, so I will just watch part of it just to kind of like refresh my memory, because I did watch this video already. So let's just kind of get into it.
Gabbie Hanna's leaked group chat from her Patreon. Also, what we're referring to here is the Kroner file.
There was one instance where she was on a bad weed headspace, got paranoid, and thought someone on her Patreon was oh wow.
Unbelievable. I've been seeing people tag me in this, and I've been seeing people like
also the Kroner files, iconic,
give me like a little bit of heads up that like, hey, Gabbie has this group chat and she's like being really crazy with her fans. And I was like,
not the first time.
Yeah, of course she is. But I didn't expect that the entire thing was going to be focused around her obsessing over Jessie Smiles again. This is unbelievable. This is really unbelievable.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, it would make sense if she did have a group chat back in the day with like super fans, because she did reach out to a random person about Jessie Smiles, and that's kind of like where it really spearheaded a lot of things. So it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
Did a quick skim through because I was like, because it's about Jessie Smiles, I get really protective when it comes to Jessie Smiles and this Gabbie situation.
Yep.
And I'm already horrified by what I've seen. For a little bit of clarification, when you have a Patreon, there is a built-in chat feature. I mean, mine has it as well. It's just a built-in chat feature for all of the members to talk and stuff. This is pretty standard. What's not standard is the creator of the Patreon to be using that chat as a group chat. I just want to clarify. It is not normal on Patreon as a creator to use that chat as a group chat. That chat is literally supposed to be for your paying or your free members to be discussing your posts or maybe talking amongst themselves. And you pop in every once in a while and go, hey, y'all. Hi, how we doing? How do we feel about this? How do we feel about that? What it's not supposed.
Does Gabbie Hanna have a Discord by chance? I'm not gonna look it up. If somebody could just tell me, does she have a Discord? Because if that's the case, that person that reached out to me was probably talking about Discord. If they weren't using numbers, just something I thought about right now. Because Discord's been around for a while, so it would make sense to me if she was using that as well.
Supposed to be used for is a place of weaponizing, fucking bullying your own personal enemies, winding your fans up, talking shit about your personal life shit, trauma dumping on your fans to get them.
Okay, so she did have a Discord. Okay. Maybe she was using Discord to talk to her super fans back then. I'm not sure.
Like, what in the weenies? What in the weenies? I think I've seen this film before. And I personally didn't like the ending. This is so weird. This is so weird. And like, these American YouTubers, these American middle-aged white women love fucking group chats. Colleen is a perfect example.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Kendra as well. But she's just in a fucking group chat with fucking AI bots. Goodness me. It's unbelievable. We need more like the... Okay. I mean, it's kind of giving Alexa with her... Was it her Patreon too? Remember she was doing like these weird Zoom calls? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh, Lord, it's weird. All right, just want to remind you that I'm vlogging every day on my second channel. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers, by the way. Give me another plaque, YouTube, please. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, click that link down below and subscribe. I want that damn plaque. I'm moving to London next week. I want that damn plaque. Bitch. Go subscribe. No.
Oh, here we go.
Things are not private just because they're on a paywall thing. We've seen this time and time again. And also, it's so funny that Gabbie's talking about like Jesus and like love and all like this. I would argue that what Gabbie Hanna's doing is more evil than what me, Angelica Oles, or whatever. You know why? Because we're doing it out in the open. Gabbie, you have to find her little Patreon. You know what I mean? What are you hiding, girl? What are you hiding?
I kind of want to read this myself, just kind of refresh my memory before I click out of this. But what's ignored is the fact that many years later, despite the fact that we had years of conversations proving that we had moved on from whatever happened between us, she sort of came out with this video and said, I need to be stopped, which Gabbie, you did need to be stopped. I don't know what you're tripping about. And with each response, she got more and more emotional and hysterical about it, adding more and more details, lying more and more to explain why the glaring evidence that she was obviously just building a drama channel career. That's not true. Jessie Smiles had a prominent YouTube career before you ruined her life. Well, not ruined her life, but basically like definitely threw a hitch in it. And then it was you can't respond because she's pregnant, and that's harassment. You're a pregnant woman. And then it was she just had a baby. You can't respond. You're harassing a new mother while she's with her new mother. And then here's a fan, because this is the Patreon. Yeah, but she moved on years ago from that, and you can move on too, following the same logic you just commented. Yeah. So yeah, now that I remember, thank you, Adam. Thank you very much, because I was not going to click on Gabbie's Patreon. Yeah, if I remember correctly, yeah, that was like a big thing. Where how do I say it? Where her fans were calling her out directly about her behavior, and her, like, when your own fans call you out about your behavior, you are doing something wrong. Point blank, period. Like, it does get to a point, you know what I'm saying? I think Gabbie Hanna does need help. She's kind of like me, but with me personally, I just feel like talking to someone is not for me, but also I'm able to sit in my emotions and kind of give myself time to process how I feel. And I will be in a funk for months, but then magically one day I do feel better. Like this week, I felt the best I felt in a year. Like, I do need energy to do this kind of stuff, so like it does feel nice to just kind of be here. So if you are here, thank you. Always, always appreciate it. I'm really not that pressed about the numbers, to be honest. I just kind of like doing this. But it is a personal responsibility as a creator to kind of sit in you know what I'm saying? If Gabbie Hanna would just apologize, people would have been moved on from this. But it's the fact that she didn't apologize. Yeah. Yeah, that's called being a normal adult. Well, thank you. Like, yeah, I definitely have my moments, and I'm not proud of a lot of stuff I've done in my life, but like, Also, I'm not one to hold grudges. Um, it does get to a point where you either forgive someone or you don't, or you just got to move on. Like Jesse Smiles has moved on. Everybody, Trisha Paytas has moved on. Like everybody's moved on from kind of this whole situation, except for Gabbie, right? And also, can I just point out that ever since I left the TikTok of Gabbie Hanna, my internet hasn't crashed. So yeah, God was telling me to stop. Just wanted to point it out. So it is up to Gabbie Hanna at the end of the day to figure out what she needs to do for herself. You know what I'm saying? Um, oh my God, yeah. Actually, let's go to that because I remember that, right? The apology video. That thing threw me for a loop. Here it is, because I watched it. You can actually see that I watched it a long time ago.
Volunteers, we applaud those who sacrifice.
So let's kind of like go back to remember this was, what date was this? September 11th, 2024. So almost 2 years ago. So I just kind of want to, let's just kind of go over this apology one more time. And let's kind of see if Gabbie Hanna has changed even from this. Because again, this whole premise of this live stream was, has Gabbie Hanna changed? And tell me what, for those that are just joining in, because I just saw some numbers pop up. You tell me if this is from years ago or from now. And I'm going to tell you, it's almost like I'm going to make a bet because I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to make a bet she's going to use the same verbiage again. You know what I'm saying?
Today is September.
Also, can I just say, I dislike this video. I forgot. I disliked this video as soon as it came out. That's funny.
September 10th, 2024, which means exactly 10 years ago today, a decade ago today, I posted my very first YouTube video. It was a Q&A, nothing special except my hair. My hair was absolutely positively majestic, but naturally, when you come across like a big milestone, like a 10-year anniversary, it makes one reflect. So I've been reflecting. And as I've reflected on the past 10 years of my life, my career at large, I feel like I owe a lot of people apologies. So I wrote some notes. I have a list. Okay, so the first bunch of people that I'd like to say thank you and I'm sorry to is anyone I've ever worked with, from collaborators, producers, management, agents, anyone from PA on set to director. Special I'm sorry goes out to MTV and YouTube Originals, because
she's talking about the Escape the Night crew, because to my knowledge, the only YouTube original product that she was on was Escape the Night. And I remember this video came out after Joey Graceffa and Daniel Prada called her out about her lies about the set, which that's a whole nother thing that I could get into, but that would take way too long. But just to remind people about the Escape the Night situation, oh my God, yeah, Joey Graceffa accepted this apology. I was like, okay, bro, that's on you. Yeah, if for those that need a reminder, basically Gabbie Hanna was basically saying that the Escape the Night crew was just like really horrible to her, and like they weren't accommodating her needs and all this stuff. And basically Daniel Prada and George Graceffa just kind of came out and proved that she was lying. And it's really crazy that also connects to Colleen Ballinger, because Daniel Prada said Colleen Ballinger is like one of his best friends. And then he took it back when Colleen got called out for obviously what she did to Adam McIntyre and all the other people, and then said, oh, it was just a work relationship. So it's just like the lore, like the connection between all these YouTubers is insane. You know what I'm saying?
Was difficult to work with. I took a lot of opportunities that I didn't deserve, and also had no business doing. There were a lot of people who kind of, you know, practiced and trained and wanted some of those opportunities their whole lives. And I was able to do them with really little to no actual effort in that space. So also sorry to anybody who deserved the opportunity more than me that I took from them based on like social media followers, etc., etc. This apology covers a wide breadth of people. So, like I said, if you've ever worked with me or had an interaction with me at some type of work event and you were unhappy or felt hurt in some way, I'm very sorry. And thank you for the opportunities that I've been given and the patience and grace that I've been shown that I definitely didn't deserve, and the professionalism as well that I definitely didn't deserve and definitely was not displaying. So thank you. And I'm sorry. In that vein, I also want to say sorry to anybody who feels like I used them or took advantage of them in any type of collaboration or work setting as well. Whether you helped me out with a project and didn't get your proper flowers or didn't pay you well or at all. A lot of times there was just like a collaboration basis, and I feel like I could have done better with hyping up people that I've worked with and showing appreciation by sharing influence with people who have helped me out. Literally reading my notes, I was selfish, only cared about how I could benefit. Thank you. And I'm sorry. I got my lick back. I also want to say thank you and I'm sorry to all of my friends, past, present, who I dumped so much negativity on. I was such a dark cloud and was constantly just in something that I know what it's like to be around somebody who's always like in some type of like negative headspace. So thank you to anybody who's been there for me in those times. And I'm sorry for anybody who was affected or brought down by my complaining. And also in that vein, gossip. I want to say sorry to anybody who, whether I've spoken out of turn, behind your back, shared information that wasn't mine to share, I'm sorry. Again, I got my lick back, and this was a big lesson for me in general, about speaking about somebody when they're not in the room in a
It's a bad apology, I know, but let's just talk about again. If I were not to tell you when this video was filmed, would you say that the verbiage that Gabbie Hanna uses is still the same? Because I think it is. Because at the end of this video, and I'm not gonna play it, I think she does read like a passage or whatever, and I was just kind of like, all right, girl.
Oh, scary. September 11th is tomorrow. I'm not sure if
Yeah. Just wanted to go over that because, like, the more I think about it, Gabbie Hanna really hasn't changed. You know, the more I'm looking at everything, the more I'm like looking at all these old videos and like, also the fact that she doesn't know what getting your left back means, but I do. Yeah, that was crazy. So we're kind of like on our last video of the night, which is again this creator, her name is Cruel World Happy Mind. This video is from 4 years ago, but I think it's actually very prevalent. Boom. Because a lot of these comments are like recent. You see what I'm saying? Hot take, but I think she's more annoying now than she. Oh, highly agree. Highly agree. So this, like I said, this got recommended to me, and I subscribed. So subscribe to Cruel World Happy Mind. You don't have to tell her I said hi or whatever. She doesn't know me, but this video got re-recommended to me. I've never watched this video before, so I might learn some stuff about Gabbie Hanna that I haven't learned before. I am gonna skip some parts because like I don't want to. Again, I'm not a big fan of watching somebody's entire whole video. I don't want to take credit for somebody else's video because that's not fair. But I do want to go over some stuff. And I think we're going to focus, I think we're going to go to the old lines.
place.
People want to know how I got started on Vine. Basically, I graduated college and I was sitting at home and I was like a waitress and I saw some people that really made me laugh. And then I joined in on a hashtag. And then from there, it just kind of like took off. It started off with me just being, you know, a loser with no friends and nothing to do. And now I'm a loser with no friends and a Vine account.
I think a really important thing to know in a lot of Gabbie Hanna's initial success is a lot of it was actually kind of built through following in the footsteps of others. Gabbie Hanna's social media career began on Vine, like a lot of other famous social media stars of today. And if you don't know what Vine is, it's like the TikTok of 2014.
I don't know. I've never watched this video before. I think one Vine that I still have a sour taste in my mouth about is the "I'm gonna steal all your baby daddies" Vine that Gabbie did, because it was just such a trope on Black people, and I didn't know she made that Vine at the time. And like when I saw it a couple years later, I was like, I side-eyed that. Matter of fact, let me just pull it up for you guys so you know what I'm talking about. Not the "there's babies on the street." This.
By the
Remember
way,
this?
Nick, yes. I know you know who I am. Come on. Why did you lie to me this whole time?
Do y'all remember this? Y'all, this was a time, okay? And y'all, I just so happened to see this and I was like, oh my God, yep, I was just talking about this. This is crazy. When the guy basically like lied to get closer to Gabbie and he thought he was going to be famous. If you guys don't remember, he thought he was going to be famous off of this. Like, he made a whole channel and everything, and like everybody called him out and he left the internet. Good for like, good, go away. I don't like you. Go away. Okay, I don't need. Should we watch this? Maybe next time. Maybe this time. This is 2 hours long. This is when this is all Gabbie Hanna's like breakdown TikToks, I think. Oh, I guess it's not there. Is that just she smiles? Period. All right.
14. And if you don't know what TikTok is, I don't think I can really help you with that. And there might be certain parts of this video that are a little confusing to you. But Gabbie Hanna's initial Vine formats were pretty much very similar formats to what everyone else was doing at the time.
Monica left and took everything. She took everything? Mm-hmm. God, what a bitch. Yeah. I knew she wouldn't give back the dress she borrowed. Typical Monica. And then she told me that CJ had been cheating on me. At least you have a boyfriend to cheat on you. Can you believe I've been single for 2 years? I get high with my baby.
Has anybody ever told you should be a singer?
Yeah, actually.
That person is not your.
That was the humor that I was raised on. That was what was funny in media. That's what was popular on Vine. And as somebody trying to be popular on Vine, I did that.
She didn't revolutionize anything, and even at times made very offensive content because unfortunately, a lot of other Viners made very offensive content.
This is a really, really early Vine. I don't even know if this is good to react to. Okay, ready? Yo, these people used to wear white daddy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, saco. That's it. I feel like this is racist. Yeah, honestly, it is, and that's how Carlos was made on my channel. Really, is that how? Racist then, racist now, racist all the time.
I love running through black neighborhoods.
She is showing it. Oh my God! Wait, we gotta go back. I'm not gonna talk because this made my jaw drop. And the first time I heard it, I was like, "Girl, that's not funny."
Carlos was made on my channel. Really, is that how? Racist then, racist now, racist all the time.
I love running through black neighborhoods with my shirt off. I'm gonna steal all of your baby daddies. I remember there being a lot of comments of people.
Whew. Just thinking about it now, that's so insane to say, for real. Run it back.
Really, is that how? Racist then, racist now, racist all the time.
I love running through black neighborhoods with my shirt off. I'm gonna steal all of your baby daddies. I remember there being a lot of comments of people being like, this is racist.
Gabbie Hanna was never really #1 on Vine or really anything in general. She was never at the top, but she was following trends and kind of piggybacking off of other people's success, which is a strategy that a lot of people.
Yeah, she got called out for like stealing jokes all the time. I think that was the next section anyway. Yeah, that volume was extremely racist. I don't care what anybody has to say. Like, you're not gonna tell me as a black man that it's not racist. Let's see. Okay. We're on. This is When the Success Melts Away.
Received. Chapter 3, When Success Melts Away.
Gabbie was just not confident in herself and needed to act up and act like a massive diva on set just to outshine everyone else.
Gabbie and I were close friends. So when she acts like the victim and is wondering why all these people in her life who claim to be her friends are no longer her friends, you do things, Gabbie, to make people not be your friend.
For the record, and I'm not gonna throw anyone else under the bus, a lot of people don't like her. Low-key, behind the scenes.
It was all the parts where Trisha said that she was scared of Gabbie. It kind of just made me realize all of the manipulation. It made me realize all the times I've apologized to her, all the times that she's made me stop being friends with friends. It was the beginning of me realizing that this person who constantly preaches about being a good person, about being so much better than she used to be, like, it made me realize that all of that's bullshit.
Gabbie is gross and she's a scary individual. Scary.
I am the fucking victim.
So just as Gabbie Hanna started to focus more and more on her music career, the monster meme hit.
Oh my god, I guess she got muted because it's copyrighted.
Before the monster meme, people were definitely poking fun at Gabbie Hanna for some of her singing.
Say what you mean.
I'll skip past this part because, long story short, Gabbie Hanna was not that good of a singer. Like, let's just kind of put it out there what it is. She wasn't that good of a singer. And I remember when she posted a video on her channel of like the monster meme compilations. I remember the monster meme I thought it was funny, and in some way I do appreciate that Gabbie kind of like laughed at it, but also the way she went about it was like she wanted to kill the joke so people would stop. And she kind of ruined the meme on purpose, which, hey, do you? I mean, if that's how you want to do it, I guess. Everything else in this video, I kind of already know about, with her channel dying, the BuzzFeed article. I kind of know about all this stuff, but I do kind of want to get into the Jesse Smalls phone call again, because I even did a video about that, and I was one of the few creators that went through the whole phone call and took notes throughout the entire phone call. And actually, let's see.
This commentary video is brought to you by...
Oh my god, when I did the fake sponsorships, hilarious.
Butter Rum Eggnog, because it is July in Maryland.
That was a fucking nightmare. It was really upsetting. I don't want it out there. I'm truly saying I hope she doesn't put it out there. It's not an enjoyable experience for either of us, that phone call. It's ugly. It's like, it was awful, dude. I had a lot of breakdowns in it because like I had to dig into some like really nasty shit that like...
Yeah, this is the video that kind of like pushed me into the algorithm.
Stop what you're doing. Yes, we are talking about Jesse Smalls.
Oh my god, my nasally voice. Oh my god. I kind of want to... Here we go.
Again, the fact that you have time to edit a 3-hour plus phone call video kind of just shows how narcissistic you are. So, here's the clip for you I'm not gonna say anything else. Here you go.
I'm disgusted and enraged that you let him tell you his side the night he raped me, and then when you hear me sobbing and telling you to please change the subject, you say irrelevant and unhelpful shit like I thought you knew. I don't try to hide it. That was my apology. She's talking about on that phone call. I've never read this.
Gabbie Hanna is convinced, or said she was convinced, that Jesse needed an excuse to get upset. And that Gabbie was convinced right there and then. Well, not right there and then, when she was editing this video now. She was convinced that this was an act. Gabbie Hanna, you are a disgusting person. I'm sorry.
I was way too nice back in the day. If I were to make this video again, I would be way more blunt and just say, like, Gabbie, you're an effing joke. Because you are. Just think, now that I've seen my own video, I'm getting a lot of like flashbacks to just the phone call, and I was way too nice in this video. I should have been way meaner, to be honest with you, because yeah. Also, can we talk about my Super Sentai helmet in the back right here, my Power Ranger helmet, just chilling. I don't know what my layout was in my room. This looks terrible, by the way.
Like, oh, wait, no, I'm not sorry. Gabbie, you're a disgusting person. Period. End of story. The fact that you really are trying to invalidate someone's trauma to make yourself right is so...
I was spitting. Because it's relevant. Because it's the same thing. She tries to invalidate other people to make herself right. My opinion still has not changed, and this video was 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. Wow, this video aged like fine wine for real. Wow. I do not want to hear you sing anymore, girl. Hold on.
Where she tried to make an expose type of video on Jesse Smiles.
So this video is not one that was meant to be in the series, but so much has happened since I finished the series, and everybody just wants me to address the Jesse Smiles leaked phone call.
This whole situation is just...
There wasn't a leaked phone call. Jesse Smiles posted clips, and then you posted the whole thing. That's not the same thing. Like, at all, actually.
Not my story to tell. I would hate if my biggest traumas in life were continually rehashed and retold on the internet. So I'm not going to do that today, because once again, this is a situation involving Jesse Smiles' very private personal trauma that Gabbie Hanna had absolutely no problem blasting all over the internet.
So fast forward to June 2021, Jesse, unprovoked, released a very highly edited...
Unprovoked, by the way. Unprovoked? What do you mean by that? Because you kind of pushed Jesse Smiles into a corner, and like I said, now that I watched my own video, I'm getting flashbacks. No, Jesse Smiles at that point had to respond. You know what I'm saying? Because it did get to a point. It did get to a point where it was enough. Enough was enough. This needed to stop. This needed to end. And to my knowledge, besides Jesse Smiles making those 2 videos, she's really never talked about Gabbie Hanna again. I do remember, like, because she followed me on Twitter, I kind of feel kind of dumb for doing, because I shouldn't have done it, but I did kind of like at Jesse Smiles, like, hey, I hope Jesse Smiles is doing well, and she responded to me. She was really kind, but I shouldn't have done that. Like, the more I think about it, I shouldn't have done that. And then people kind of like hopped onto my tweet, because like that was like the first time that was like one of the first times Jesse kind of tweeted since the whole situation. So I do kind of feel kind of bad that I in a way, inserted myself into a situation where I shouldn't have. I should have just made my videos. I should have left Jessie alone. I should have left everybody alone. In my personal opinion. She wasn't like mean about it or anything though. She was just like, "Hey, I'm doing well. Thank you for, checking in." So yeah, she was really nice about that. But I wouldn't do that again though. Like I'm very anti like talking to influencers, unless I need to. Just because I don't need to. That's just kind of how I personally feel.
And manipulated version of the phone call. And in posting it, she said something along the lines of, "I'm tired of the back and forth. I just want to be left alone." Where was the back and forth? I know she posted that all she wants is to be left alone and that she wants me to stop using her past against her. Dude, like what? If you truly didn't want me to use the clips, if you truly didn't want me to talk about your trauma, then you should have just fucking left me alone.
And linked under this video that Gabbie did, she showcased a 3-hour phone call that she had between Jessie Smiles. In this phone call, Gabbie Hanna was constantly interrupting Jessie Smiles, just having slight moments where she was being kind of disrespectful like that.
However, when you are now saying they didn't exist, you are retracting.
Jessie, you're deflecting, and we need to get back to the point because you're deflecting. Because you're trying to make an excuse. You're trying to make an excuse for making a video that she literally won't listen. Like she won't let people talk, and then it's manipulation if you like hit her facts. It's crazy.
I was in the middle of a sentence, so if you can let me finish it, that would be great.
But Jessie, it's always about me, and you confirmed that it was about me. You confirmed it was about me.
Gabbie, I'm not saying it wasn't about you. I'm just saying.
So what's your point?
When I did it, is anything productive gonna come out of this?
I don't think so. That's why I've been.
Adam McIntyre's kind of gone through this whole phone call and everything. He's been kind of like deep diving back in the day. Jessie Smiles during this phone call was way more patient than I think anybody would have ever given Gabbie Hanna, period. Because Gabbie Hanna, and I remember the phone call now that I'm remembering, she was so nasty and so rude and so just disgusting talking to Jessie Smiles the way she was talking to her, and basically was trying to be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gabbie Hanna's whole thing during this phone call was just, she wanted Jessie Smiles to be like, "Gabbie, you're right. I'm so sorry." And that's what Gabbie Hanna wanted. And when Jessie didn't give it to her, it just like, I think it just sent Gabbie Hanna spiraling, because Gabbie Hanna was so convinced in her own head that she was right. You know what I'm saying? So just thinking about the phone call again. Even seeing how Gabbie Hanna talks about Jessie Smiles now, it's like nothing has changed. This was 4 years ago, and nothing has changed. So, at the end of the day, to answer the question, will Gabbie Hanna change? Has she ever changed? Will she ever change? Oh, my cat's like stretching. I'm sorry. He kind of made a noise. He's okay. He's okay. Gabbie Hanna is still the same person that she was 4 years ago. She refuses to take accountability for anything. She doesn't want to apologize. She doesn't want to look at anything she's done or said or anything. This is 4 years ago. Actually, I think technically it's 5 years ago. Yeah, 2021. So 5 years. It's about to be 5 years. It's about to be 5 years from the phone call, right? And Gabbie still has Jessie Smiles' name in her mouth. You cannot look me dead in my face and said Gabbie Hanna's changed. You know what I'm saying? You can't look me square in my eyes, hand on a Bible, and I don't even put my hand on a Bible. You know what I'm saying? You cannot look me dead in my face and go, "Yeah, Gabbie Hanna's better now." What do you mean she's not better? She's just got better with manipulating people. That's the only difference. Gabbie Hanna is a good manipulator. Period. She refuses to even follow the word of the Lord that she says she follows. She can read as many scriptures as she wants. She can quote the Bible as much as she wants. She could talk about the Word of God. She could talk about the Holy Ghost as much as she wants.
She has not changed. You can look me dead in my face. I'm not convinced. Sorry. Miss me with that. I'm sorry. She has not changed. Period. Like the Patreon messages, and again, now that I watched Adam's video, got a little bit of snippet of it, I remember kind of like her own fans were saying move on. You know what I'm saying? And when your own fans are telling you it's time to move on and you're refusing to because you want somebody so bad to just be like, Gabbie, you're right. You're right. Jesse was bad. You're right. It's not happening. Okay? And I think Gabbie Hanna's goal was to get Trisha Paytas and Justin Smiles to react. And they didn't. They didn't take the bait. Good for them. And I think that made Gabbie Hanna even madder because lo and behold, she took a break from the internet for a month. And then she posted a video a couple days ago. So yeah, I think I kind of want to finish this video because there's like I clicked through to see the end. But everybody around her has kind of moved on. Alex Jones, Daniel Prado, Joey Graceffa, Trisha Paytas, Shane Dawson even moved on. Because I remember Gabbie was dating Andrew, or like supposedly dating Andrew, and then her and Andrew broke up. And Andrew seems like he's one of those guys that like knows when it's raps. Because she allegedly, I mean, she never mentioned it in a video or anything, but Peter Mon's talked about it plenty of times. She was probably just really upset that Andrew kind of moved on and did a video where he was dating Megan Batoon, who's another influencer, and it was like for a video, and Gabbie like messaged Shane about it, and she was really upset about it. I could be wrong, but I think that's correct. So you have, I don't know who else was around Gabbie Hanna at the time. Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, people forget about the Andrew part of it all, where her and Andrew were dating for a bit. I didn't even know about that until a couple of years later after they already broke up, where they were dating, and then Shane did a video with him and putting Andrew on a date with another influencer, who I actually knew. Her name was Megan Batoon. She was a cool dancer. I loved her content, and I didn't know the whole background of it. Like, it was so insane to think about at the time. Shane did set up Andrew behind her back while they were together, though. Okay. See, I got corrected. See, I didn't know. My bad. Oh my god, the poem beef. Oh my god. Rachel Oates. I wonder if Rachel Oates is still posting videos, actually. Let's see. Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, she's still doing reviews and stuff. Yeah, because I watched her Def Noodles video, because she did a video on Def Noodles. Yeah, she's still posting. I think the last video she talked about Gabbie was how long ago? We got to go to a couple years ago because it was 4 years ago. Yeah, Rachel Oates has moved on too. Everybody's moved on. Yeah, everybody involved with Gabbie Hanna, drama-wise or whatever, has moved on. Yeah, how dare she not like Gabbie's body? What's Gabbie Hanna's book called? If anybody can, actually, I'll just Gabbie Hanna book. Okay, well, looking at the reviews. Oh, I can't see reviews. So she's got 4.7 reviews. 77% are 5-star, and then everything else is just kind of below that. Okay.
Dandelion, which is their other poetry book. .7. This one got a better review. I'm not sure how many are legitimate reviews. Here we go. Give it a chance. Give it a chance, girl. Like, this looks like a fake review, right? Look at this one. Amazing. Exceeded my expectations. Incredible. Read it and enjoyed it thoroughly within an hour. What? She gave it a 5-star review, but she didn't get what was advertised. So, like, why'd you give it a 5-star review then, girl? Can I click more? No. I'm not signing in on this computer, bro. I literally have YouTube signed on this computer, and then my Streamlabs, and then my Steam. That's it. My gaming account is on here. My YouTube is on here, and that's literally it. I don't want to oversaturate this computer because that's what keeps killing my computer laptops. No, I don't want to do that. So she's still got 2 poetry books out. The last one was in 2020. So yeah.
That's why I decided that it's not worth it, because realistically, you're not able or willing or ready to accept the fact of what you did.
And once again, forcefully giving Jessie.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if she made fake accounts to give herself reviews. It would not surprise me, to be honest with you.
Smiles instructions on how she needs to make an apology, a public apology. And that's the only way that all of this is going to stop.
I just want to reiterate, this video was from 4 years ago, and everything this creator is saying is still relevant today, which is Gabbie wants Jessie to apologize. Gabbie wants this person to apologize. So it's just kind of like, okay, girl, like, it gets to a point.
Is if Jessie Smiles does this and this and this in a public apology.
What I would be looking for is, I should have never posted that video. I said some untrue shit, some true shit, but regardless, it should have been handled offline, because there is a lot of untrue shit that you said in there.
I'm not willing to say where I lied, where I didn't lie. I am literally telling you, I will leave you alone, and you're saying it's not enough.
Because there has to be something on your end that does something for what you did.
I am not going to engage with you further. Like, I'm literally not. If you were to now...
That's not what I want, Jessie. You've already engaged with me. I want an apology. I want a public apology that should never have been made public.
Oh my God. So, I love going on tangents. So I remember I was in a Discord a long time ago with just a bunch of friends, and we were talking about the Gabbie Hanna situation a while ago. And we kind of like playfully brought up that Gabbie Hanna was in love with Jessie Smiles, and that's why she was so bitter, because she was in love with Jessie Smiles. And like, I don't know why that became like a running joke for like a day or two, but like the more I think about it, the way Gabbie Hanna is acting is like, it kind of gave like Scorn Lover, even though I know like there was nothing there. But yeah, we just kind of made a joke about like, oh my God, what if she's like in love with Jessie Smiles and like she's just bitter? Like, could you imagine? And that's why she will never let Jessie Smiles go, because she was just madly in love with her. That'd be crazy, right? I don't think that's true. I highly doubt that's true. Gabbie Hanna doesn't seem like she would take it that far. Sounds like fan fiction. Yeah. Oh my God, y'all. The way my internet crashed when I talked about that story. That's creepy. But yeah.
To forcefully tell somebody what to do. It's just like, that's not...
Imagine. Hear me out. Because during that phone call with Jessie Smiles, he did come up, and then Gabbie was basically like, I don't know, wait, maybe I'm misremembering. Gabbie Hanna basically said about somebody was like, oh, I can sleep with them if I wanted to. I don't think that was Curtis though. I don't think that was Curtis. I think it was somebody else. But basically, it gave off the vibe like, I want what you had, or like, I want what you have kind of energy, right? So it would not surprise me, especially if she was willing to hear him out so like defiantly. It wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, to be honest with you. Richie, thank you. See, I do remember she said that about some guy. Oh, your stream's frozen? Hold on. Let's all right, we should be back. I hit a buffer, so that should bring you guys back. But even Gabbie saying like, "Oh, I could sleep with him if I wanted to," about one of Jesse's exes. Like that's weird. Nah, you're all good. We're all back. We're back. She's trying to be one of the guys. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest with you. Gabbie Hanna definitely seems like, no, Gabbie Hanna's messing with her toy. Justice Mouse is playing with her toy. Nothing's going on. Nothing's happening. And then you see like one kid be like, "Oh, Jesse, I like your Barbie doll. Can I play with your Barbie doll?" And then Gabbie Hanna stops playing with her toys, goes over to the other side of the playpen and goes, "I want your Barbie doll." Because now Jesse's getting more attention than Gabbie. So the vibe I always kind of get from Gabbie is if another woman has more attention than her, she doesn't like it. I've always kind of felt that way. And if you actually look at how Gabbie treated every situation she's been in, it's more so like anytime a woman is getting more praise or more attention or more status than her and the same circle, she doesn't like it. She has to be the top dog. That's just kind of like how I've observed it. I don't know if anybody else has had that kind of feeling with Gabbie Hanna, but that's just kind of how I felt about Gabbie Hanna. Because if you really think about it, she doesn't really come for guys. She always has to come for women. Like, I know she came for Rice Gum. But that whole situation, I think a lot of people were on her side for that. So, yeah, she also can't take it out to criticism. Correct. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I just kind of noticed that about her, where, yeah, she's never really called out a guy. Now that I'm really thinking about it, maybe Alex James, maybe, but that's about it. Alex James and Rice Gum. Anybody else, she doesn't call out on the guy side. It's always women that she has to come for. I'm not gonna say it's pick me energy, but it's the energy was.
Why does Gabbie Hanna want so many apologies from everyone? It's like she truly believes that that is the reason that her career has flopped, and that if she gets apologies from everyone, somehow that will turn things around. And that's just not, I don't think that that would even work out if everything went according to her plan. Gabbie Hanna also subtly used getting lawyers involved and taking legal action as like a very, honestly, thinly veiled threat of, if you don't do these things that I want you to do, then I'm...
I didn't even think about that. Could be. I'm not gonna, could be. I didn't think about that. Didn't even cross my mind. Wow.
Taking legal action.
Well, the thing with the defamation case, because I actually never said I was suing you for defamation. I was going to sue you for torturous interference, and I actually wasn't suing you for defamation because as a public figure, it's pretty much impossible to sue anybody for defamation. I was suing you for a lot of other things, torturous interference being one of them, which I can actually prove.
Which is just a really cruel thing to do, because lawyers are stressful. Legal stuff is stressful and it can be really traumatizing. And obviously most people don't want things to get to that point. And she also was trying to subtly threaten Jessie into signing an NDA.
I don't want to go to court. I don't want to go to Florida. I don't want to take your money. I don't want money. I want a public statement and apology saying I should have never done this. It was inappropriate to share private conversations publicly. And I want that video gone. And I want an NDA where you can't do this to me again because I'm going to be living in fear for the rest of my life.
Kind of saying that things will stop. All this stress will stop for Jessie if she just signs an NDA.
Yeah, it's really crazy that Gabbie wanted Jessie Smiles to sign an NDA. Like, you wanted the person that you hurt to sign an NDA. You know what I'm saying? Like, also, NDAs don't really cover, hey, you can't say I'm a bad person. Like, you can sign NDAs and be like, hey, this person's terrible. NDAs, well, let's just kind of look up what an NDA is. This is an AI response, right? Okay. So non-disclosure agreement, American title, is a binding contract commonly used when two or more parties enter into initial discussions about specific confidential processes, methods, or technology to consider a potential future relationship and to agree to restrict usage and additional disclosure of shared information, knowledge, or materials. So an NDA would have never covered anything. You know what I'm saying? Like an NDA is basically like, an NDA is used for, hey, you're on this project, this super secret project in Hollywood. You're not allowed to tweet about it. You're not allowed to video about it. You need to sign an NDA before the movie comes out. Boom. That's what an NDA is used for. An NDA is not used for, hey, you're not allowed to say bad things about me. That's not how that works. Okay? If anything, it protects crucial information, sure, but it doesn't like protect you from being talked about. That's not how that works. Apparently Shane Dawson has people sign NDAs, I'm sorry, not Shane Dawson. Jeffree Star has people sign NDAs for life, or Shane Dawson does. One of them do. That's what I've been told. I can't verify if that's true, but if that is true, that's insane because that makes zero sense, right? So yeah, if Gabbie wanted Jessie to sign an NDA, that wouldn't work. Even if Jessie agreed to it, Jessie could still post a video and all that stuff. At the very least, maybe Jessie wouldn't be able to post the clips from the phone call. At the very least, but that's it. You know what I'm saying?
NDA and agrees to never again talk about this, but then also said that she could still talk about it, which would just be so scary if Jessie actually did sign that NDA. It's literally making someone go through so much mental turmoil that they want nothing but for it to stop, and then saying, well, if you want this to stop, you need to sign an NDA so you can never talk about it again. But that doesn't guarantee that Gabbie's not going to talk about it. Gabbie refused to sign an NDA on the subject. So quite literally, what she could do is have Jessie sign an NDA, then continue to tell whatever spinned narrative or story she wanted to say about the situation. And legally, Jessie couldn't do or say anything about it. And that is horrible.
That's not fully true. Jessie could still talk. It's just you can share private things. Like anything that's public, she could definitely talk about. But I see what she's saying.
Horrific to think about, especially when it involves Jessie's personal trauma. On top of that, in these videos, Gabbie Hanna keeps showing receipts that are incredibly misleading and don't.
Yeah, I remember the receipts that Gabbie showed in that video made zero sense. Because what Gabbie Hanna does, what a lot of these influencers do when they try to address something, they will pop up a text or whatever on a screen and hope you don't read it. Because if they just show something, that's good enough, right? And James Charles did this trick a lot when he got in trouble for texting minors and texting with minors, and he would just kind of pop up something and it would be kind of out of context. Because during his No More Lies video, that's what he did, and he pretty much got away with it. until a couple of years later when people figured out he was full of it and he was lying, basically. Yeah. The non-receipt technique. Yeah, that's a real thing. That's a real thing that influencers do.
Have anything to do with what she's saying at all.
Threatening me, crossing my boundaries that I'm setting firmly.
And I'm just watching all of this thinking, how did you think any of this was going to paint you in a good light? How did you think this was going to vindicate you at all? This literally makes you look so much worse than anything that has been put out on the internet about you ever, and you put it out yourself. And just the audacity that you feel you have the right to bring up someone's personal situation as a way to vindicate yourself. You think you have the right to do that. The audacity.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm raising my voice. I'm sorry, but you can't say that I incessantly do something and then not show me something.
What I can say is that I find it highly inappropriate and insulting to me that you use my trauma, the thing that I've gone through that has shifted my life forever. I will never be able to change that. And you use it to defend yourself, and you use it to slander me.
And the very worst part is Gabbie Hanna calls Jessie Smiles her abuser.
I'm saying this.
Replay it. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Part is Gabbie Hanna calls Jessie Smiles her abuser.
I'm saying this.
Okay. It's insane. My mind just broke right now. My mind just literally broke. Because literally, that's what Gabbie Hanna's doing right now. She's literally saying Jessie Smiles is her abuser. This is 5 years ago, y'all. 5 years ago. I forgot a lot of the context, right? 5 years later, Gabbie Hanna is still saying, 5 years later, Gabbie Hanna is still saying Jessie Smiles is her abuser, right? My brain just broke. Because she really hasn't changed. It's really the same thing again. One more time. Run it back.
Part is Gabbie Hanna calls Jessie Smiles her abuser.
I'm saying this with my whole fucking chest, and I'm past the point of needing or wanting people to believe me. I'm saying it for me. This is the truth. Jessie is my abuser. Since 2015, I have been the victim of narcissistic abuse, blackmail, harassment, stalking, slander, smear campaigns, gaslighting, threats of physical violence, and online harassment.
She uses the word abuser, which is a very...
This is 5 years ago, dude. That's insane. She is so delusional. She's still in this headspace. I can't imagine what Gabbie Hanna's everyday life is like. Right? I can't imagine. I cannot imagine being around Gabbie Hanna in real life if all she thinks about is this. Because there's a non-zero chance that she's talking about this at family gatherings and like just brought it up at dinners. There's a non-zero chance that that's happened, right? Insane. Still saying Jessie Smiles is her abuser. 5 years later. This has been going on for a decade. Dude. Almost a decade. This whole situation has been going on for almost a decade. I'm 32. Just to put in perspective, right? I was in my mid-20s talking about this. I'm 32. What are we doing? And Jessie Smiles was pregnant at the time. What are we doing? My brain is just not. My brain is not comprehending right now, dude. I don't understand.
Intense word. Meanwhile, I personally, throughout this entire situation, cannot see a single instance where Jessie Smiles wasn't doing more than simply defending herself because Gabbie Hanna started something either privately or publicly. And all the while, Jessie Smiles is pregnant with her rainbow baby when these videos came out. And this is where I get really angry and emotional about this situation. As somebody who is currently 8 months pregnant, for Jessie to have to deal with her story, her personal story, being constantly rehashed online and publicly for everyone to see. Meanwhile, while she's just trying to enjoy her pregnancy and have a healthy pregnancy, is so horrific to me and absolutely deplorable. Jessie Smiles was attacked, literally attacked so much by Gabbie Hanna in that video. Being called an abuser, being called horrifically harsh words like that can ruin someone's entire life. Meanwhile, you went through something where there was an abuser. It practically forced her to have to respond to this and to have to make a video about it. Because when someone claims that you were their abuser, how do you not defend yourself in that situation? How do you just let that slide? Putting myself in Jessie's shoes, I couldn't just let someone attack me and put out such defamatory statements like that. I could not. So Jessie made a video defending herself and explaining the full context of everything.
I want the truth out there, and I want to be the one to deliver my truth. Gabbie Hanna has, against my will, delivered my truth one too many times, and pardon my French, but she's fucked it up every time. So if Gabbie feels like she can talk about my trauma, she can bring it up, she can talk about the night I was when that has literally nothing to do with this. If she has the right to do that, then I feel like I have the right to be sitting here and talking about what really happened.
And showed so much proof, actual valid proof, to back up what she was saying, that really showed, in my opinion, that Gabbie Hanna did blackmail her.
After that phone call took place, Gabbie texted me with a list of demands that she had, and if I didn't agree to those demands, she was going to continue talking about our past in the way that she was doing it, which was extremely vile.
You are narcissistic abusers, and you have been for 6 fucking years, Jessie Smiles.
She gave me 48 hours to talk to lawyers and decide what I was going to do, and ultimately I think I came up with a really reasonable compromise, and I did that because I don't want to fucking do this. I made it very clear on the phone call, I made it very clear on text, I don't want to continue doing this, so anything that I felt I could do, I was going to do, which included an NDA that I said I would sign if she signed one as well. I didn't think it was fair for just me to have to sign one. She was refusing to sign one because she said she had to talk about the situation in interviews. If we both sign NDAs, I'll do it, and we'll never speak about it.
Again, Jessie's way too nice, because what do you mean, nah, sorry. I would not agree to an NDA, period. I don't care if the other person said, nah. You're not about to hold that over me forever. No, thank you. No.
I also have to, if somebody brings this out in an interview.
And also, surprise, surprise, so out of character, continued to bother Jessie Smiles and even send her emails after Jessie Smiles asked to be left alone and blocked Gabbie Hanna.
And I repeatedly asked this woman to stop. And it really frustrates me that she talks about boundaries when she has never respected a single boundary in my entire life. When I block her, she goes to my email and she emails me anyway. When I make it clear that I don't want to talk to her, she goes to other people to get messages to me. There is no escaping her, and she—
Oh, yeah. She did go to her email, dude. Oh. Yeah. I forgot that even after Jessie blocked Gabbie still tried to reach out to her and stuff. I forgot about that. Insane. I guess let's just leave it at this, because we are at the 2-hour mark and I don't want to hit 3 hours, because I think we have answered our own question with the stream today. I don't think Gabbie Hanna will change. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't see it happening. And I might have to, not to be serious with this, but the way she says, and I might have to talk, was somebody fiending for a Gabbie Hanna interview about this? It's so insane to me. Wow. I think Gabbie Hanna wanted to be friends with Curtis. At the end of the day, I don't think she wanted anything sexual with the guy. I think I could be wrong. I think Curtis's numbers were really high. So, and Gabbie Hanna is a culture vulture, so she saw someone with high numbers and she wanted to keep that friendship. That's just kind of like my opinion about the whole situation. Not trying to really talk about him too much because I don't think he needs to be talked about that much. Yeah. Also, Persona 5, hello. One of my favorite games. I think that's my whole opinion on that, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think we answered our question, guys. I think we actually answered our question. Like, no joke, no funny business. I think we answered our own question tonight. Hold on. Is there a hold on? Where is it? Oh, hold on. I'm trying to play something. Oh, I gotta do my thing. I gotta do my thing. Hold on. I gotta do this thing. All right, y'all ready? Hold on, let me see. Make sure I get it right. All right, let's go over the case again. So we're talking about over 10 years ago between Gabbie Hanna and Jessie Smiles. Now, follow me for a bit. Jessie Smiles and Gabbie Hanna were best friends, and then Gabbie Hanna betrayed Jessie Smiles. Why? Clout. Now, if we talk about clout is a hell of a drug, okay? Now, why would that be? Because Gabbie Hanna wanted to discredit another woman on a platform, publicly, for male validation. Okay? So let's really think about this. I'm back, but I'm all... See, you get it. I'm back, but also I'm black. So let's really talk about this. Could it be that through all this, Gabbie Hanna, her career is over? It's done. I don't know. We will see. So, I will leave this with you. Once again, everybody, it's me. It's Malcolm. These are all my social links over here. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitch, where I'm going to hopefully do some gaming content. I'll be back soon. But until then, 1, have a good night. 2, I wish you well. 3, I wish you good health. And I will see you again next time.
There.